Ladies and gentlemen, the faculty and staff of Brazosport College. the 2017 Brazosport College graduating class.
Good afternoon. I'm Millicent Vallick, President of Brazosport College. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to our 2017 commencement ceremony. Today's activities serve as the culmination of a successful path of study and persistence for our graduates and their families and friends. Will you please rise for the invocation given by Dr. Barry Foster, pastor, West End Baptist Church, Freeport. And after the invocation, please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance to be led by Hung To, Vice President of the Brazosport College Student Government Association.
This is the day that the Lord has made, and a day that you have been waiting for a long time, and so have we. We want you to know we're just as excited about this afternoon's commencement as we were about this morning's, maybe even more so. Let us rejoice and be glad in it, and let's pray. For God so loved the world. If we love the world as God so loved the world, we would love the world well and love the world to life. Go forth to love it to life. Go forth to love. Love what you do. Love who you are. Love your family. Love your community. Love as an example. And remember, love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love protects. Love trusts. Love hopes. Love perseveres. It never ends. You will be hurt if you love, but not disappointed, never discredited. There is no law against such things that you have loved. Go, love the world well, and love the world to life. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Please join the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
Will you please be seated? Well, good afternoon. It is so great to see all of you. I can't believe we have standing room only this afternoon. It's an exciting time at Brazosport College. I'm Serena Andrews, Vice President of College Advancement. I want to add my personal congratulations to all of our graduates this afternoon. On behalf of the Brazosport College faculty and staff, I can say without a doubt that we are so very proud of each and every one of you and the accomplishments that you have made here at Brazosport College. It is my privilege this afternoon to introduce those who are seated on stage and also the special guests that are seated in the audience. I would like to begin with those on the stage, starting with the first row of guests behind me on my right, your left. I would ask each person to stand as I call your name, and then you may be seated. Please hold your applause until all are introduced. Mrs. Carolyn Johnson, Chair of the Board of Regents, Brazosport College. Dr. Millicent Vallick, President, Brazosport College. Mrs. Lucilla Henderson, 2004 Distinguished Alumna and member of the Brazosport College Board of Regents. Mrs. Nancy Woolham, 2017 Distinguished Alumna. Mrs. Ann Bartlett, Vice President, Industry and Community Resources. Mr. David Marshall, Vice President, Business Services and CFO. Dr. Linda Villanueva, Vice President, Academic and Student Affairs. Mr. Marshall Campbell, Vice President, Human Resources. And on the upper row, once again, to my right, your left, members of our Board of Regents. Mr. Jason Cordoba, Dr. Jane Leidline, Mr. Robert Perryman, Mrs. Sharon Rogers, Mr. Steve Solis, Mr. Danny Yates, and our faculty member, the 2016 Teaching Excellence Award recipient, Dr. April Julier. Please join me in recognizing our platform guests this afternoon. We also have a number of special guests seated in the front section to my right. These include guests of our platform party, individuals who have a part in the program this afternoon, and members of the Brazosport College Foundation. Will you please join me in recognizing these guests? At this time, please welcome Ann Bartlett to the podium, who has the honor of introducing Mrs. Nancy Woolham, our distinguished alumna for 2017, and Mrs. Lucilla Henderson, today's commencement speaker. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Bartlett.
Good afternoon, everyone. Every 2 years, Brazosport College recognizes an alumnus who has left our halls and classrooms and gone on to excel in his or her life and chosen career. Today, Brazosport College proudly recognizes the achievements of Nancy Woolham as we announce her as the 2017 Distinguished Alumna. Not a stranger to most of us in this room, Nancy has definitely left her footprints in our community as a leader and as a volunteer. With over 32 years working in the chemical industry, she is now working in her dream job as the District Director for State Representative Dennis Bonnet. While working full-time, she is also a volunteer extraordinaire. She has served as chair of the Brazosport Area Chamber of Commerce, president of the Brazoria County Historical Museum, and is a volunteer coordinator for Demi's Difference. Other volunteer work includes the Brazoria County Association for Citizens with Handicaps, the Brazos Historical Society in Freeport, and Habitat for Humanity. She also serves as a community advisory panel member on Shintech, BASF, and Olin Brazosport CAP. Nancy is a strong advocate of the College Foundation and holds a special place in her heart for the school's entertainment venue, the Clarion. In fact, Nancy and her husband Gordon have sponsored many performances at the Clarion. Few things satisfy her more than saying that she's a former BC student. Please help me welcome Ms. Nancy Woolham to the podium.
Thank you. I guess Ann kind of gave an idea how old I am, but I don't feel that old. But first of all, congratulations to all of you. I think it's great. I've been where you've been, and you're probably thinking, okay, what's next? Many of you may have a job. You don't know what you want to do. Don't even worry about it. It's going to work out because you had the best foundation ever at this Brazosport College and a great education just like I did. Had a young family. I was working full time, but I knew I needed more education to keep up. It's very competitive out there, especially more now than ever before. But each and every one of you, I think it's great because there is no age limit to education, right? And I see that. All right. In Brazosport College, they also give you the great tools that you're going to need. That's very, very important. You will probably end up back at the college sometime in your life, whether to update computer skills. I noticed that my best instructor in the whole entire world is sitting right there, Wesley Suggs. And that's when we had key punch, wasn't it? I'm serious. And I did not like it, but he was great. And I'm glad to see him. I get an opportunity to see him at the Clarion. but you're equipped with everything that you need. And I was so glad that I went on to further my education. I got my degree in business administration, and my family was a little bit older, and so was I, but I'm still glad that I did it and accomplished that. All of you have demonstrated a personal commitment and one of pride, and that's what's so, so important nowadays. I encourage you to learn something new every day and keep your skills, as I said earlier, updated, as they will sustain you through your career. Your career and your life is what you make it. You own it, you enjoy it, be respectful, be professional, and you'll never have any regrets. I know I haven't, and I'm sure each one of you, because with the great staff that you have at Brazosport College. And again, I congratulate you. And now you're alumni of Brazosport College. Did you know that? You'll have to, that's exciting. All right. Congratulations again. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Nancy, and congratulations. It's now my privilege to introduce our 2017 commencement speaker, Mrs. Lucilla Henderson. Henderson, a Brazoswood High School graduate, attended Brazosport College concurrently during her senior year, as well as 1 year after high school. She went on to attend Texas State University and graduated with a BBA in marketing. She is an active member and Paul Harris Fellow of the Brazosport Rotary Club and serves as board member for the Alliance of Brazoria County. She is also a member and a past chairman of the Brazosport Area Chamber of Commerce, as well as a board member for the Credit Union Executive Society Council of Texas. She earned the Outstanding Woman of the Year award by the Brazosport Area Chamber in 2010. Henderson was named Distinguished Alumna by Brazosport College in 2004 and was appointed to the college's Board of Regents in 2007. She is currently serving her 10th year on the board. Henderson spent 23 years in the shopping center industry, where she held marketing director and general manager positions in both Lake Jackson and Houston. She earned her CMD and CSM certifications as a shopping center professional. In 2008, she joined TDECU as Vice President of Marketing and currently serves as Vice President of Community and Business Engagement for the organization. She has been active in the community throughout her career, serving as a board member for Junior Achievement of Brazoria County, the SPCA of Brazoria County, and the Lake Jackson Development Corporation for the City of Lake Jackson. She is also active in youth ministry at St. Michael's Catholic Church in Lake Jackson. She and her husband, Eric, have 3 children, Audrey, Indy, and Emily. Would you please join me in welcoming Ms. Henderson to the podium?
Good afternoon to all of you, and I want to extend my personal congratulations to each of you. As a regent for Brazosport College, this is a day that I look forward to, and I know everyone sitting here on this platform looks forward to, because it is a celebration for you, and all the hard work and effort that you have put into getting here today. We're all part of your community, rooting for your success to continue your educational journey or step into the workforce to fill some industry workforce needs that make our community such a success. So whatever your endeavors are, I wish all of you the very, very best. So as you know from my introduction, that I serve as Vice President of Community and Business Engagement for TDECU, which means that my role is to connect TDECU to the communities that we serve. And this is a position that I love and I am so passionate about because serving the community has been so important to me over the years. When I stop to think about where that came from, I think about how my parents modeled that for me. They modeled their faith and values to my 2 sisters and I growing up, and their actions helped us set high standards for ourselves and for those that we surrounded ourselves with. This foundation in faith and values informed my life and the choices I made, and in raising my family, I've tried to do the same. I really do believe that the work has to start at home. We have 3 kids, as you heard earlier, Audrey, Indy, and Emily. And I want to say that Audrey and Indy are former BC students, and Emily is a current BC student. So yay, Brazosport College. We love this college. One thing that was important to me as a working mom was getting home early enough to cook dinner for my family. And that put us at the dinner table together almost every night, talking about our day together and laughing a lot. And I found that you really open up the lines of communication with dinner time with the kids. Many times we learned more than we wanted to about what was going on in school that day, but it helped us stay connected with each other and to share what was on our minds and what happened to us each day. And it gave my husband and I time to share our faith and values with them. And it taught our kids how to communicate, how to have a conversation, and how to become really great storytellers, which they are. I believe in doing this that they will be able to have the necessary conversations that will be very important for their families, for their work, and for the communities that they land in. You see, you can see by the state of our world today that the ability to communicate properly and fairly is so necessary. And I believe that's why we see the divisiveness that we do today. I think that we have forgotten how to have a face-to-face conversation about the things that are important to us. In the end, kindness and character really matters. We can disagree, but be kind and firm, really firm when you have to be. And we have taught our kids that it's okay to fight the good fight and how to stand up for yourself. Just fight it with good judgment and respect for the other side. We truly believe in that. So speaking of fighting the good fight, I'll share a little bit about my career. I've been so blessed to have a career that I've loved almost every minute of. With a marketing degree and starting my family or starting my married life back in Lake Jackson in the early 80s when there wasn't a lot going on in this community, I never would have imagined that my professional life would have taken me to where it has today. I loved my career at the mall, starting there at the age of 23 as the marketing director, and what a perfect position for someone with a marketing degree, because it gave me experience in advertising and public relations and special events. And with a background in retail, which I worked all through high school and college, it was truly the best of both worlds. After 5 years as a marketing manager, spending the last few years renovating and re-grand opening a mall in Houston, they asked me to come back to Lake Jackson to manage the mall. Fortunately, by that point, I had accomplished everything I wanted to do as a marketing manager. And the timing was perfect because my husband and I were ready to start our family. As a manager, I got to learn how to properly repair a roof, correctly fill a pothole, and learn more about sewage than I want to think about. But I also learned the importance of treating employees like family. In the end, I was doing development work and leasing as well, and learned that I loved doing that, and I was kind of good at it. My point to you here is that you never know where your career will take you and what hidden talents you may have. So be willing to learn, be willing to take risks, and be willing to put yourselves out there. There were many challenges along the way. A great example was my first Merchants Board meeting shortly after I started my career at the mall. The mall manager warned me then that they lasted for hours and they never agreed on anything and they argued. So I made sure before that meeting that I developed a solid plan and agenda. That morning, mustered up all the confidence and courage I had, went into the meeting, presented my plan, and they loved it or they approved it. And it was, I think, the shortest meeting that they'd ever had, according to my mall manager. So not that it was smooth sailing from there, because they kept me really challenged over the years. Have you all heard the phrase, the meeting after the meeting? Well, that took place up and down the hallways of the mall each and every day with the 7D store managers and owners that were there. So I always had to be very prepared and on my game to build respect and show success, because my youth was working against me, and despite the results that I was able to deliver. And that's where I learned perseverance. And that's where I developed a super tough skin and learned that communication was crucial. The more you stay in front of your detractors answering questions face to face, the less likely they are to complain so much. The other thing I learned is that some people are just never happy. And so you have to learn how not to spend all your time focused on them and find the people that truly want to work with you, grow, and do something great together. So I stayed with them all for 22 years, and when asked how I didn't get bored there, I remind them that the mall was sold every 3 years. So that's where I learned the importance of flexibility and embracing opportunity. Because I was staying in place and reinventing myself every 3 years with new mall owners. When I left my position at the mall to work for TDECU, they presented me with a book at my going away party. This book was filled with letters and notes from store managers and business owners and community leaders that I had had the opportunity to work with over the years. That book opened my eyes to the importance of your deeds in words, or my deeds and words, in service to others. You see, many of the letters and notes recalled a memory of something I had said or done that I absolutely didn't remember doing. It was small to me, but it was huge to them, and it was important enough for them to pick up a pen, write it down, and share it with me because it had an impact on their lives. And that to me leads to why we are all here. We're all here for a purpose. And I encourage you to be guided by your heart, listen to your instincts, and be open to others. I know well that we are given the right companions to live the life we are to live. Some companions you would never expect. Some are with you for a very short time, and some are with you for the long haul, and thank goodness for all of them. I know most of you have had experiences where you have crossed paths with someone that you absolutely knew was in your life for a reason. A professor, a friend, a coworker, or a passing acquaintance who was there when needed. So remember that your actions do not have to be huge. It can be words of encouragement or gratefulness for the smallest action, or just a smile to acknowledge that other person standing there in front of you. Be aware that there's just so much around you that truly needs your time, and try to use your talents to make this community and this world a better place. So grab your friends and your coworkers, family, tackle a project for an organization or for a needy family in your community. What a difference you can make. And for you, it may be something small, but for them, it will be something so huge and impactful. I believe that change in the world starts at home with love, unconditional love, and lots of time. Mother Teresa said, never worry about the numbers. Help one person at a time, and always start with the person nearest you. Home is truly where the heart is and where my heart lies. And I wish all of you abundant blessings that I have experienced in my life. Starting with amazing parents and sisters, and a husband that I still call husband of the year after 35 years. And add that to my 3 wonderful kids that I want to be like when I grow up. Extended family and friends who have always been there to love and support me in everything I do. I wish all of this for you. And I know from looking around today that you all have cheering sections and supporters that have helped you get to this point today. Taking care of your kids so you could get to class, giving you encouragement when it all seemed too overwhelming, and pushing you through to help you complete your degree. Make sure they know how grateful you are for all they did. And to the families and friends here, never underestimate the impact that your love and support will forever have on their lives. And the last thought I want to leave you with is always be mindful that we need each other. None of us is an island separated from the other. We can only build a future by standing together. For those of you who are moms in the room, happy Mother's Day. And again, my heartfelt congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Lucilla, thank you for your words of wisdom for our 2017 graduates and their guests. Graduates, I congratulate each one of you on your accomplishments and am certain that as you move on to future endeavors, you will maintain the high standards of performance which have brought you here this afternoon. Will the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees please rise? President Valak, on behalf of the faculty, I certify that these candidates will have fulfilled the requirements of Brazosport College and the state of Texas for the designated baccalaureate degree and recommend that the appropriate degree be conferred.
By the authority granted by the Board of Regents of Brazosport College and the laws of the state of Texas, I hereby confer on each of you, upon successful completion of all requirements, the Bachelor's of Applied Technology degree with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. It is now time to officially move your tassel from the right side to the left side, a tradition which signifies this most important milestone. Thank you, and you may be seated. Will each candidate please come forward as your name is called so that the Brazosport College Chair of the Board of Regents, Mrs. Johnson, may present your degree.
Receiving the Bachelor's of Applied Technology in Health Services Management, Doris Angelica Alvara, cum laude. Mackenzie Morgan Jeanette Cooey Lumpkins. Patricia Castilla Corchado, summa cum laude. Tamika L. Emerson. Itzamar Lara, magna cum laude. Marissa A. Macias, cum laude. Robert A. Martin. Reina Nicole Vielma. Receiving the Baccalaureate of Applied Technology and Industrial Management, Sean Michael Bates. Joseph Davenport. Brian Dexter DeGray, Sr. Armando Juarez Gonzalez. Ashley Danette Hackler, magna cum laude. Aisha Marie Hawkins. Brian Keith Jackson II. Byron Nathaniel Jackson. Lori Dawn Jensen, magna cum laude. Jerry Johnson. Andre Creel. Tammy Mitchell Lester, cum laude. Christina Gail Lesh. Carrie Lynn McClendon. Jaylee McGee. Norma Gail Laura McGee. Amber Diane Nelson, cum laude. Berenice Rodriguez. David Christopher Simpson, summa cum laude. Vanessa N. Walker. Cherie Walls. Melinda Zavala. You may be seated. Will the candidates for the Associate of Applied Sciences degrees please rise? President Valak, on behalf of the faculty, I certify that these candidates will have fulfilled the requirements of Brazosport College and the state of Texas for the designated Associate of Applied Science degree and recommend that the appropriate degree be conferred.
By the authority granted by the Board of Regents of Brazosport College and the laws of the state of Texas, I hereby confer on each of you, upon successful completion of all requirements, the designated Associate of Applied Science degree with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. It is now time to officially move your tassel from the right side to the left side, a tradition which signifies this most important milestone. You may be seated. Now will the candidates for the Associate of Applied Science degrees come forward so that the Brazosport College Chair of the Board of Regents, Mrs. Carolyn Johnson, may present your degree.
Receiving the Vice President's Scholars in Computer and the degree in Computer Technology, Dmitry Kudryashov, summa cum laude. Receiving the Associate of Applied Science in Chemical Technology, Martin Edgardo Almanza, cum laude. Monica Baltazar, cum laude. Eric Keith Blunt. Maria Elena Castillo. Christopher Cisneros. Hunter Chase Daniels, cum laude. Reginald Davin Edison. Fernando Estrada Jr. Brandy Leanne Fallen. Blake Franklin. Felipe Javier Gomez, magna cum laude. Ramiro Gomez Jr. Emily Rochelle Grimes, magna cum laude. Dalton Wayne Hemsmeyer. Amber Nicole Higgins. Brittany K. Horton. John David Jackson. Ambar Araceli Jerez. Robert Vernon Johnson, summa cum laude. Justin Matthew Klein. Luis Enrique Lanusa. Daisy Maria Moreno. Walter Raymond Morton. Andres Navarrete, cum laude. Pedro Ortega Lopez. Alan Wilbur Page. Rafael Peña Jr. Rachel Renee Pierce. David James Power. Joe Ramirez. Stephen Julius Snyder, magna cum laude. Flynette R. Stelly. Jose Humberto Papilla. Hello. How are you? Kendron Samaj Thomas. Ryan Edward Wood. Hello. Devin Jarrell Woodard. Pedro Uriel Zavala Jr. Receiving the Associate of Applied Science and Computer Technology, Kimberly Allen, magna cum laude. Jeffrey Allen Baggett. Hello. Taylor Lewis Fox. Samantha Darlene Hawley. Samuel Miguel Jesus Moreno, cum laude. Receiving the Associate of Applied Science in Criminal Justice, Ryan William Barton, cum laude. Sheila K. Bates. Receiving the Associate of Applied Science in Drafting Technology, Leticia V. Cantu. Paul Edmund Davidson. Hannah Leanne Gramoski. Jeffrey C. Lassiter. Jacob R. Lopez. Cynthia I. Molina, summa cum laude. Amanda Diane Pellizzari, magna cum laude. Daniel Stratton Pivoto. Emmanuel Rodriguez. Receiving the Associate of Applied Science in Early Childhood Development, Tamara Denise Fisher. Rachel Michelle Morgan. Receiving the Associate of Applied Science in Industrial and Commercial Construction, Hillary Nicole McCoy. Joshua Thomas Reed. Olivia D. Thornburg, magna cum laude. Russell Wayne Watson, cum laude. Hello. Receiving the Associate of Applied Science in Industrial and Commercial Electricity, Fred Miguel Peña, magna cum laude. Hector Rodriguez. Receiving the Associate of Applied Science in Instrumentation Technology, Francisco Gerardo Avalos, cum laude. John Anthony Berry. Daniel Joseph Brannon. Luis Alberto Davila. Zachary Robert Amy, cum laude. Randy Gonzalez. Manuel Jr. Hernandez. Hello. Christopher Dwayne McKnight, cum laude. Ricardo Obando. Vicente J. Ochoa, cum laude. Colton Bradley Owens. Christopher Robert Salazar. Savannah Valdez Schrader. Scott Jared South, magna cum laude. Cody S. Wisner, summa cum laude. Receiving the Associate of Applied Science in Machine Technology Millwright, Rudy Luera. Jose Carlos Mesa. Scotty Lee Russell. Receiving the Associate of Applied Science in Nursing, Emily Suzanne Basinger, magna cum laude. Jonathan R. Davies, magna cum laude. Lauren Rochelle Duncan, cum laude. Athena Marie Garcia, magna cum laude. Ani Gabriela Gonzalez Blanco, magna cum laude. Clarissa Lee Martinez, cum laude. Claribel Martinez, summa cum laude. Jeree Ann Pugh, cum laude. Maria Esther Rios, cum laude. Amanda Leanne Shipman, cum laude. Melissa Ann Sowell, summa cum laude. Kathy Michelle Vasquez. Receiving the Associate of Applied Science and Office Administration, Gina Marie Berry, cum laude. Christy Lynn Chiser, magna cum laude. Amanda Copeland. Melissa Kareen Leal, cum laude. Cindy Lee Sexton Livermore. Barbara Corinne Mesmer. Clarissa Lizeth Molina. Sarah Elizabeth Page. Priscila Gonzalez Ramirez. Angelita Orona Salinas. Camille Renee Scalf. Veronica N. Cedillo. Receiving the Associate of Applied Science in Safety, Health, and Environmental Management, Edward Lee Barber. Rodney Richard Kiefer, cum laude. John C. Leal. Robert D. Mulligan. Antonio Enrique Nieves. Magdalena Quintanilla, cum laude. Jesse Anthony Shipman. Albert Dwayne Smith. Terrence Dwayne Thomas. Receiving the Associate of Applied Science in Welding Technology, Terry George Sweatner. And last but not least, James V. Upton, cum laude.
Family and friends of today's graduates, thank you for being here for this afternoon to share this celebration with your special graduate. We recognize the importance of your support, not only today, but also throughout the entire educational process. So on behalf of all of our graduates, a heartfelt thanks to you, family and friends. Class of 2017, along with the support system of family and friends, there are also other people who played major roles in your success. The strength and quality of any college educational program is in its faculty and staff. These are the men and women who have dedicated their professional lives to students, the learning process, and the principles of helping people achieve success. At Brazosport College, we are blessed with an outstanding faculty and staff, and I would ask that they stand and be recognized and that you join me in acknowledging their contributions to your education. Will the faculty and staff of Brazosport College please stand? Thank you, and please be seated. Class of 2017, on behalf of the Board of Regents and the faculty and staff of the college, I offer once more my sincere congratulations to all of you gathered here this afternoon. You've worked hard to achieve this goal, and we commend you on your efforts. We wish you the best in all your future endeavors, whether they be continuing your education, entering the job market, or other ends. Always remember that Brazosport College is your alma mater and your college of choice. Would the class of 2017 stand and turn and face guests for one last round of applause from those gathered here in your honor? Thank you, and please be seated. The party is about to begin. I just have a few last-minute instructions. Immediately after the recessional, there will be a reception honoring our graduates in the lobby of this building located just out the back doors. Each of you are invited to attend, and if you desire to take pictures of the graduates, you may meet them there after the recessional in the lobby. Now, we ask your help with this last part. We know you're anxious to meet up with your special graduate, but audience, please remain seated until the recessional is complete and all the graduates has left this room. Then we will join you in the lobby for a reception.